Hi, I'm Rick at Rick Turns, and today's video is well, for the life of me, I cannot figure out how to work one of my opening explosions into the beginning of this video. Lack of creativity, I guess, but actually, you know, it probably wouldn't matter much because with all this rain coming down, there it is. The explosions will just get kind of damped out anyway. So, forget the special effects. All right, I got a piece of sycamore here. You can see it's kind of an odd shape because we got a crotch right here. And I'm not really going to turn it in this orientation. I'm going to chop off a little bit here. Get rid of that. And then make a bowl out of it right here with that kind of be sort of a live edge with, you know, the piece coming out here and so forth. So not sure how that's going to turn out, but got my chainsaw here. Got my base shield. So I'm going to cut it right about there, I think. Well, that was easy. And this is going to be my bowl. Somehow, I'm going to be putting this on a woodworm screw on a large chuck. And I need a 5/16 hole for that screw. So I'm just going to eyeball the, the center location, or where I want the center location to be. Looks like right about there would be good. And so I am just going to screw this on as tight as it'll go. Now, of course, to bring up the tailstock, have it. Turn the speed off. 300. That's right about just below 500. All right, that's about 420, 450. Yeah, it's about the fastest I'm going to get it to go right now. Right, and these as well. So now, I'm going to mark it initially with these. I've got a little bigger, right on it. Okay, I am ready to put this in the chuck now. I've only barely turned the outside, but I want to go ahead and reverse it like this. Now you can see this is a record SC4 chuck with a maximum size jaws about 120 millimeters, I think it is, or 125. And you can also see pretty much got these extended as far as they will go. That doesn't give you as strong a grip as if they were closer in, because when they're extended, only these points here are really going to hold the wood. But the reason I do this is I often dry my bowls before I finish them. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that with this bowl or not. But if I do dry them, this is going to shrink. And so that's why I usually cut this tenon at the maximum size I can get, because if it shrinks in drying, then I've still got room to true it up again. All right, let's get this in here. And it's been about 2 days since I worked on this bowl, and even though I had it wrapped up in plastic so it wouldn't dry out too much, it has warped a considerable amount. All right, a little depth check gauge here. And this part is adjusted so this edge right here is even with the outside edge of the jaws, which it is. This piece is aligned down to here. So I just bring this up until it touches the bottom there. Okay, you can see how much space I've got left right there. Looks like about a, 1.5 inches there. Let's see what that is. Yeah, 1.5 inches. All right, need to get down further. All right. Yep, I think that's good right there. Now to finish up the outside, I'm not going to use my shear scraper because my carbide braid there really needs to be sharpened. I don't want to stop right now. So I'm going to go back to a traditional scraper for doing some shear scraping here. And it works pretty good too, of course. sander. And now in a moment, I'll turn on the dust collector and the air filter in the shop. They make so much noise. Not going to do it initially, just to give you an idea of the sanding that I'm going to do. And first of all, of course, I've sanded down to 400 grit. I'm going to be using walnut oil here. Because the wood is really pretty fresh and still damp, I'm not going to try and put on a varnish finish. Don't think it would do too well. Or a shellac finish for that matter. So, I'm going to be doing the walnut oil now. All right, it's had a few hours to set up. Now I'm going to use some Axe abrasive paste here to get a smoother finish, and then after that I'm going to put on some polishing paste. That's almost 300 RPM, pretty slow. All right, let's get that in there. And then I'll have to center it, of course. That should be good enough anyway. Okay, and now I'm ready to remove that. That's about 650. I don't really want to go any higher than that. And once again, I'll be using my 5/8 inch bowl gouge, which is what I do almost all my turning with. Alrighty, off of the lathe, gotta knock this piece off and then do some sanding. And you can still tell the wood is wet. This live edge Sycamore bowl is done, and it turned out fairly well. I'm not sure if it's going to show in the video, but this wood is still really wet, and you can tell just by looking at it and certainly by feeling it. The tree had only been cut down maybe 2 weeks ago at this particular point in time, or 3 weeks ago, something like that. But that Sycamore looks great. That is beautiful wood. And I'm going to have to let this dry out a little bit, and I think once it dries out, I might put maybe another coat of walnut oil on it or something along those lines, just to spiff up the finish a little bit. It just looks kind of strange right now. Okay, all I've got for right now. See you next video.